when it works for God? Is it God's wrath? You know, is it his jealousy? Is it his envy? Is it his remorse? What is calamity reconfigured? Because not all things that seem evil are evil. Hmm. Hmm. So transfiguration is occurring right now. The weapons that they were using, throwing, has filled up the tank. It filled up the treasure box. Yeah. And so now it's all being reconfigured, you know, in 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 God's favor to send right back 10 times stronger, worse, and more protected to those who sent it. So for example, like, have you ever played a video game where the no, Fuchsia, that's how she yells when, if you saw in the video, I was like, oh, don't worry about her because she was on top of the closet. That's how she be yelling when she wants to go to the closet, on top of the closet. Give me a second. Look at you. She was really like. So basically, have you ever played a video game where you're basically 144, where you're basically like playing against a character that warps itself into like your characteristic, like as a player? And so like every time you like throw like your you know what I mean, your missile or whatever the fuck at it, it like wallops it like your thing, and then it's like the anime, right? It's like an anime. It like takes it and then it configures it. When someone is like doing that, oh, hang on, and then then one of them just goes, ah, that's what's happening right now. So don't fuck with me. I've got the power of God and anime on my side. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. So let's read the reading because I actually gotta go. I actually only got so much time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in the other reading, the Three of Wands came up, right? Because God has been given us a pathway, right? So no, like Jesus gave us a pathway, right, so that we can go along and like get busy and stuff like that. Now the pathway has let us arrive at this alignment. Okay, so the alignment is here finally, and so protection is happening for that alignment, the alignment that we're in right now. You want to come down? Jump. You did it. That girl was so much braver. Look at their judgment. They're trying to run away from their judgment. And they're trying to come towards our alignment. She was so much braver. She's going to get brave again. Yeah, look at this. They want us to make it misalign the judgment that's on them while they're trying to run away from it. It's really fucking insane. That's the amount of entitlement they have. They're under judgment still. They're still under judgment, those individuals, those people. They're still under judgment. There's no way to run from it. Like, that's just how it is. Yeah, exactly. I can't make this shit up. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles is in reverse for them. Now it's coming up. So they're being seen as... Let me see how they're being seen. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's like... Yeah, mask seller, Sona in reverse. So they thought that them being under judgment wasn't going to stop them from being seen as attempting to help others hide truth in exchange for loyalty. So they were trying to act like they had some sort of truth, as if that they could control the truth, as if that they had the power over the truth. They thought that they had like authority over the truth. Do it. You got it. You got it. Well, not that way. Go that way. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Go that way. Don't be mad at me. Go that way. She's really scared. Hold up. Come. Come here. Come here. Come here. Girl, I know if you jump on me, you out. Come. Look down here. Here. Come down here. I'm not gonna do that. She's not gonna be fucking lazy on my watch. Not on my watch. So they thought that they were going to steal loyalty from others and then act as if that people exchange that loyalty with some sort of hidden truth, which is what they were trying to act was like a mystery before. So that was what it was that they were trying to make seem was a mystery. All of it is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, that's the energy of that. That's the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So they were trying to make it seem like loyalty was all they could ever have. Like, the dream come true is loyalty. Like, being loyal to them is everything, right? That's what they were trying to make it seem like. Yeah. And not it just closing the camera, the world. Cycle complete, reading done. 5:45. That was it. They were basically trying to make it seem like that's it. That's literally it. That's the reading done. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. Go on, Fuchsia. Go on. Go on. Go on. She feels encouraged. She's smiling. But she's annoyed because she doesn't understand. But she can tell. She can tell I'm sending her encouragement. You got it. Oh, I love you, Fuchsia. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. You've done it before. She's controlling her emotions. Good-ish. Good-ish. So what's going on here with the 3 of Wands and the alignment energy? Yeah. So they're still trying to, they're being, so there's a mess where we're supposed to be establishing something, basically. Yeah. So imagine it's like you buy a plot of land and like the seller sells it to you super cheap, right? I don't like the plot of land what'd you call it, reference. I'll say like a house. You buy a house and the seller is like, oh yeah, like they really tried to like swindle you out of the situation, right? They make it seem like they really got you, right? Actually, that works for this apartment too. Like they really got you in a situation. Like they really got you tied up. They think they got you twisted. You know what I mean? Someone sells you a computer, but it's really bugged as fuck. It's broken type shit. They think like, all right, they just made all this band, right? It's like, you know what I mean? Here. She was waiting for me to do it. I moved it for you. I moved it for you. You were so close. She was so close. You were so close. Go ahead, Fuchsia. Calculate. You're a cat. You can do it. You can do it. I'm not lying, Fuchsia. I'm telling you the truth. I love you. You can do it. Hop over there. You got up there to do that. She's engaging with the atmosphere now. You got this. You got this. Oh, she's gonna jump here. No, don't jump here. Come here. Fine, come here. Sorry, y'all, give me a second. Girl. Pissing me off now. See? 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 There you go. See? There you go. Okay. She's like calculating now. Like she's so embarrassed. She starts looking at herself. She's so embarrassed. Bruh. She's really, oh my God, she's really like, yeah, she's mad now. She's like, I could have done that shit myself, right? Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. This is okay. So basically, yeah, unenlightened devil in reverse energy. So basically, the truth in this situation is like, to you collective, it was like the best thing that could have happened, and you were the one that got something out of it, right? And not only did you get something out of it, you were able to overturn it. So what they started trying to do later on was try to act like, okay, let's this is the realism of the situation. So then they try to like use the contract against you. They try to use the land against you. They try to make things hard for you. And that's where the envy, the jealousy is coming from. Because what they thought they got, right? What they thought that they were doing, what they thought that they were going to be getting, right? Was actually super embarrassing. It was actually super embarrassing. What they got was embarrassment. Now she wants to go back up again so she can do it herself. Y'all. That's my cat. Here, I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead. So the difference between them, right, and an animal is that an animal, like my cat, is much smarter than them. Much smarter than them. Look at her. She's figuring it out. She's like, she's trying, no, not her trying to open the closet door. She's literally trying to open the closet door. Like she's doing this. I can't make this shit up. Fuchsia, jump. You're a cat. Oh my gosh. Y'all, bro. Raising a cat is so fucking complicated. Just because I had to open the closet door to get you from up there doesn't mean that you have to open the closet door to get down. And you can't be in the closet. No. The answer is no. You're going to get hair all over my clothes. Anyways. So the difference between, like, as you can see, even my animal is thinking creatively. She's so curious as to do what it is I'm doing, to like literally that she's like being creative. She's being innovative. She's figuring it out now. She wants to come down like everything. I'm gonna let her do it. I'm not gonna look at her. So I'm trying so hard not to look at her. Mm-mm. She has to go down herself. Look at her praying. She's praying now. Yo, did you hear that? The angel came through. She's turning to me because the angel is also letting her learn. She's used to only doing it on one side. She's not used to doing it on the other side. But she has to learn how to adapt. I heard the bread of life is adaptation. The bread of life is Jesus Christ. Is Jesus Christ adaptation? Philosophy. All right, let's close this out. So basically, those dumb fucks, right? They couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do what she just did, like within the last 15 minutes. The example that she just gave of all those divine things, even prayer. That's what those dumb idiots couldn't do. Like, look at, you see the angel of strength? Look, the angel of strength, like, yeah, we gonna see this happen. We gonna, yeah, she did it. Good girl, Fuchsia. Good cat. Good Fuchsia. There you go. There you go. There you go. Конфеты хочешь? Конфеты хочешь? Let me give her some snacks, y'all. Give me a second. Хочешь конфеты? Come. Come. Here you go. They couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that. So they were trying to steal bravery. And bravery comes through by loyalty, right? Loyalty allows for bravery, right? When you're loyal to someone, when you're loyal to something, it literally gives you bravery. But it has to be pure of God. It has to be. Why? Because the only way that the loyalty and the bravery will work together and allow for perseverance to be attracted is if you're already in perseverant energy, which is the only way that loyalty would now come about. You see what I'm saying? Now, those dumb ass motherfuckers really thought that what they were doing, acting hysterical, was bravery. And they thought people would really look at their hysteria and see somewhere to be loyal, something to be loyal to. Now look at them in reverse, in hell, suffering, struggling, miserable, sad. Yeah, look, burdened. But the burdens talk. You know, burdens can be a blessing from God. The reality of the situation is that the burden that is there has always been burden that they wanted to put on us, remember? But that burden was something that was always up to us to, what? Transform. Abi, you see how it's a blessing? So at the end of the day, that calamity, the burdens, the pain, inhibitions, was always something to learn from. Alignment allows us to now learn from it, right? So now we can surrender those burdens to God. So now that the burdens are being surrendered to God, clearing out that energy. Excuse me. Excuse me. I haven't eaten yet. Mm. It's not funny. Didn't I say I could eat that shit for breakfast? Those principalities and shit that they thought that I was gonna be scared of me. I was like, I'm just spitting. I'm drooling. I'm like, oh, that was yummy as fuck. I'm like, oh my god, look. Oh my god, that's not the truth. Innocent, blameless. I'm truly blameless, and there's nothing boastful about it. These are the good works of God, really. So this is what we get, collective. We get the truth, we get blamelessness, we get divine feminine energy, which has to do with abundance, fertility, right? Instead of futility, it's fruitility, right? So the fruits of our labor is coming to balance within our hands, right? From the labor intensive shit that we did, right? Perception, yeah. They can no longer perceive their hysteria as something of glory. Yeah, now they can really see. Yeah, now they're really in remorse, is what it is. Now they're in remorseful hell, like the 7th, 8th layer. Yeah. They can really feel how close they are to, to imperishment. Yeah. They can really feel how close they are to imperishment. And they thought that they were going to be so close to imperishment in order to somehow use whatever it is that they're being imperished for to latch onto and attack our destiny collective, your destiny collective. So let's say, like, whatever it is that they are really struggling with, they want to blame us for those struggles that they put themselves in simultaneously as we were transfiguring the burdens that they are to us after what they had attempted to do against us with our own power. You see how it works? And with our own power, we succeeded. God wins again. So beautiful, bruh. Oh my God. God is so awesome, y'all. God is so awesome, bro. I can't even begin to explain. I can't even begin, because that would be like trying to break it down. And I'm like, why would I? Like, there's no way to do that. Look at how I sound like. There's just no way to do that. I sound like I'm tripping, because I am. I'm tripping. And the trip has to do with, like, how much I really am aware of how awesome God is. I'm not even close. I'm not even close to truly understanding how God has manifested awesomeness into this world. I've barely touched it. I'm just about to really truly begin to understand it. I mean, I'm 25, right? 8 more years, 7, 8 more years to go, and I'll be as old as Jesus. It's See how it stayed in the bottom of the deck? Look at him. He's like, steady now, steady now, steady now. I'm doing my best, Lord. I'm doing my best, Lord. I'm doing my best, Lord. Yeah. You see how it's in reverse now? All right. So let's go by a steady pace, right? What's the next task within the next 5 minutes to clear this out? Fusa. Fusa, I love you. I love you. Get cheap. Oh, get cheap. What that mean? What that mean? Get cheap. Get advocative. Ooh, get cheap, get advocative. Let's see what that's about. See, sometimes the cards don't come through. Get cheap. Okay. Yeah, profaner. We noticed, right? We noticed the difference, right? It's being rebuked now. Yeah, look at it. Trapdoor persona. So that's what's being put in reverse now. Because stews in disgratification, in distraction, mocks innocence in vain is being destroyed. Leviticus 19:12, Ephesians 4:29, Surah 49:11, Manusmriti 2:11, 10 evil acts for speech no longer will be profanity. So they were utilizing trapdoor keeper persona. They thought that they were going to hide the fact that they didn't. But they had been attempting to manipulate those that have the power to drop someone from security to ruin. So they wanted to act like they had other people's power of security, and as if that they could control what they could never understand about security when it comes to other people's lives, and then attach their ruin to the collective. You see what I'm saying? And that's freedom for the collective. So the collective, you guys are starting to realize and recognize what trust really means. Because all of what I said required trust. And talking cheap, my darling. Or was it, talk is cheap, my darling. See, fixed. When you're feeling quite alone, I want to make you move with confidence. I want to be with you alone. Oh, so help me help you start it. You're too comfortable to know. We won't sound out those words. Oh, you gotta feel it on your own. Help me breathe. You're breaking off my speech. Why don't you smile with me? You got the whitest teeth. You'll leave me alone. And I'm breaking bones, breaking bones. Time to fall all over the world. I got my time all over. You got the shape of a body and the shape I want. Everything you say is on fire. Got the easiest position to destroy my life. All you gotta do is arrive. Oh, help my happiness. Some kind of mess. Looking after you is the kind of winning game that's easily running circles into my brain. Help My loneliness will take no part in this. Oh, oh, overdose. Seeing all that, because the bloodshedder, the real bloodshedder had arrived. The real bloodshedder had arrived. Yeah, the real calamity. You know, that's what happens when you call on the darkness that you really think you're the darkness, and then the darkness comes. And the darkness comes after you first. Because why would the darkness come after the one who didn't call it? Why would the darkness come after the light? That's not how the darkness works. You see, the light is what dismantles the darkness. So induces rage and violence against life and death, murder spree of any and all. And that's what they were projecting at us. Projecting at us, thinking that they were the legitimate energy of that, right? They thought that they were capable of some shit. And then they wanted to project that same energy at the collective. Like the other day, when that bitch tried to act like she could kill me, right? But the reality of the situation when I was holding the knife is that she too got scared. She got scared. She was like, what if I die today? What if she takes that knife and kills me today? That's really what had occurred, because she didn't realize that the darkness would really come. But the reality of the situation was that I was the only one protected there. So now the darkness that she then called in is here actually, and it's coming for her, and it's coming for all of them. Deuteronomy 27:25, Matthew 23:35, Surah 17:33, Manusmriti 589. 10 evil acts, first body evil. First body evil. It doesn't even hide. It doesn't even care. First body evil. Get cheap and get advocated. You know what it's talking about now? There's only so many people I can protect. And there's kids in this building. There's kids in this building. Protected by me. There's kids in this building. Are removed. Make this shit up. Deregulated market. So now this whole section, this whole area is being seen as a deregulated market. There's pressure for adaptation. The regulations are all removed. It's a free-for-all. The nobility here is courage. Who has the courage? Who else has the courage? The kids. Who else has the courage? My cat. She just proved. She just proved it, right? What's the merit? Growth. She proved it, right? Right? So innovate responsibly. Or sorry. Yeah. Innovate responsibly. Yeah. That's what's going on. So responsibility has to do with courage, right? So the kids here are showing up as responsible, very, very disciplined, right? They're showing up very, very smart, very wise, growing very fast, learning very quickly, adapting very sharply. Sharp, 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 sharp. It's time. I gotta go. I spoke at the time. I gotta go. Yeah. Oh, by the way, their shroud personas being revoked. Back to sender. Revoked. They thought that they thought they were in stillness. They thought they thought that their hysteria was being seen as some sort of stillness. They thought that they would cover truth, you know what I mean? With obvious blind spots, so it's confusing to uncover, but there was never any of that. It was already revoked. So we're moving on now. We're moving on now. Yeah. Let's go get clarity. Oh, okay. That's what I figured. Yeah, let me get clarity real quick. Yeah, intuition is protected. So yeah, also intuition is ascending. That's another thing. Intuition is ascending right now. Yeah, Four of Swords in reverse. That's why. Because the Four of Swords is already ascending because of because there's already a deregulated market, right? The spiritual protection that they don't have, they're trying to project it at us. Yeah. So that's another thing. Yeah. Yeah, they're still at it. They're still at it. Like I said, they thought that they could notice when things would be different so that they could adapt to it. But they haven't noticed still. But they wanted to project as if that they noticed before. We had already been gone. So, for example, my ex who tried to sell my soul one time tried to make it seem as if that they were playing a game that I couldn't. Reality was I was already long gone before they came. So, what game was it? I wouldn't fucking know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know. The reality of the situation is the only way that I actually knew. The way that I am aware of it is because I also had been in hell. I was in hell. But I was there on a different thing. The same way how people could go to the underworld is the same way I was in hell. But I was the only one that could do it. Jesus didn't do it. Nobody else would do it. That's why Persephone had to do it. That's why I had to do it. But they can't. See? So agitated because the agitation is of those demons, those entities, those principalities. You see what I'm talking about now? Because the demons is extra angry that I was the only one that even got they really, you know what I mean? When something is so foolproof, you know what I mean? When something is so fucking foolproof, it really is foolproof. The only thing is that God is good always. That's just the thing about it, is that God really is the most merciful. God is really good. Like, God is just super awesome. God really is awesome. And so I truly was the only one that made it out because I was always innocent. I never went to hell because I did something or I had been guilty of anything. No, it was always a part of my alignment. I'm still a messenger. Like, it is what it is. You know, judgment. You see what I'm talking about now? So judgment is still upright for me. And they are still under judgment. And I'm still a survivor. And that's being given to God. Yeah, exactly. Upright. That's just the truth, y'all. Star. See? They can't see. They wanted to come up as the Aquarius energy in the situation, as the adapting, the innovator. But the only thing they could innovate was what? Nothing. They couldn't innovate anything. They thought that they thought they were creator of fabric. Wow. Period. That's what it is. They thought that they were the creator of fabric. Wow. That makes so much, you know what? Now it makes sense. My godmother My godmother, she actually sews and taught me how to sew, right? So, she taught me how to sew. She taught me how to make a Neapolitan cake. But for some member, it was like always fucking with my mind. And it was because the person who was playing as if that they were providing the fabric to sew, the people to sew for, and the batter to make the Neapolitan cake, they thought that they're a super narcissist. They're reptilian narcissist type shit. Draco reptilian energy. They really thought that, what you call it, they were the creator of fabric. You see what I'm saying? And now fabric is being given back to God. Like I said, I flipped it over. Like I said, bread, right? The bread of life. Jesus is the bread of life. And then I said, is Jesus adaptation? Right? There's a very important reason as to why I'm asking that question. Very important reason. And it has a lot to do with who I am and what my God is and stands for. And so with alignment here in Emperor energy, it's coming out as maybe that is the case. Actually, you know what I mean? This is really blowing my mind, y'all. Yeah. They really thought that they were the fabric of life. You see what I'm saying? They thought that they were the creator of fabric of life. They thought they were the creator of fabric in general. But God is the creator of fabric. God is the ultimate creator of life. God is good always. God is true always. Amen. God is true always. Dang, that's the reality in it. God is true always. Yeah. All right, you guys. See you guys next time. Bye.